Hello, I'm Genesis, and welcome back to the By Girls for Girls website. This week's theme was stress, and today is Friday, so that means it's Social Friday. So we're going to be talking about stress and what it has to do with social stress, and that makes peer stress, peer pressure, peer stress, any of those things. So without further ado, we're gonna get into it. Facing peer pressure is stressful, overwhelming, and confusing. It can happen on many occasions, and the reason that it may happen is either you want to fit in or be one of them and not to disappoint. You don't want to disappoint anyone. In this video, you will learn the causes and effects of peer pressure. So the first topic is, what is peer pressure in the first place? Peer pressure is a feeling that one must do the same as other people of one's age and social group in order to be liked or respected by them. So now I'm going to list some causes that, people will get peer pressured into things in the first place. So some causes that may happen or may be are: 1, a desire to fit in. You want to avoid rejection. You want to gain social acceptance or social status, and or anxiety that you get into it. And another one is a lack of structure at home. So now I'm going to list some of the effects that peer pressure may have on us. It depends if the type of peer pressure that you're dealing with is positive or negative, because I feel like there can be positive peer pressure, but a lot of times it doesn't get talked about because it's not bad. But the bad one is what you want to kind of watch out for, or you want to know more about. So here's some of the effects. A dip in self-confidence. Just as influences can be positive, influences can also be negative. Peer pressure can take a normally self-confident person and make them into a person who's not sure of themselves and has low self-esteem. Low self-esteem and a lack of confidence may impact a child's general well-being. The next one is your grades may be affected. For teens, it's important to find the place where you belong and your place amongst the group. Your place amongst a school. That means that what you're being pressured into, you'll put it maybe above your parents or your teachers, and obviously that's not good. Your teachers, for one, because you're going to school to learn, but getting into that peer pressure may lower your grades, and you may not get into the college you want to, or if you're not going to college, you may not get that career that you are striving to get or want to get, or it'll affect your schooling and your retention. And hopefully your parents and your teachers notice so they can point it out, but that's also why I'm telling you some of the causes that may happen for either one of these. Also, sometimes their academics, like I said, are affected, and sometimes it may even be you're peer pressured into not doing well into school, and that may be weird, but you may not want to do well, and even though you're good at it, or you may not be good at it, but you just won't want to do it. You won't want to do it based on bad influences. Okay, so the next one is they can easily adopt dangerous habits. It depends what type of pressure you're being pressured into. There are definitely ones are talked about, or at least I was talked about in school. Smoking is one of the more popular ones that they talked about. Drugs, other different types of things that are bad for you and that you don't want to be peer pressured into and are dangerous for you and your health. This one is one of the more extreme effects of peer pressure. It can lead to addictions, which are always bad. You don't want an addiction. It's not something that you want or need. Technically, teenagers know that these are bad habits because we are explaining them, and luckily we are well aware of the bad things that are happening, more than probably other generations, but they excuse it because they want to feel more accepted. And so the last one that I'm going to talk about the causes are decisions regarding social groups. You've always heard you're in with the wrong crowd, or don't make the wrong friends, or whatever, but it's true, of course. You don't want to make the bad friends or bad influences. And I'm not saying everyone's a bad influence, and I'm not saying that everyone's good either, or that you'll know who the bad influences are, but you don't want to go with the bad crowd that doesn't get you to where you're supposed to go, to where your path is. If they're steering you in the wrong direction, towards the bad habits, the bad things for you, you don't want that. So don't go with the wrong crowd. Sometimes, it's very clear, crystal clear, which ones are the bad ones and which ones are the good ones. You don't want to go with a bad crowd, let's just say. But anyway, that is all I have for this topic. Just try not to get peer pressured into bad things is really what you need to know. But anyway, I hope you learned something that you didn't know before. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any questions, such as, well, this one wasn't a question, but if you have any questions, go to my website, www.bygirls4girls.com, go to the contact page and fill it out and list your question. Stay tuned for another video. Bye.